Okay, so without further ado, let us start our reality check by welcoming Nabil Ahmed on stage, who will talk about teenage life.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه. Does man think that we shall never gather his bones to resurrect him on the day of judgment? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala carries on. بَلَا قَادِرِينَ عَلَىٰ أَن نُسَوِّيَ بَنَانَهُ. Why not? We most certainly will. We have the power to perfect even his fingertips. When we resurrect him, we will even reproduce to perfection details as fine as his fingertips. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. My dear respected brothers, sisters, and honorable guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Every action in the world today has a beginning, middle, and an end. The beginning is to get started on an errand. The end is the process of packing up. While the most crucial part is the middle, where the job gets done. Take the example of driving a car. The beginning is to start the engine and to maneuver onto the road. The end part is arriving at the destination in which the car slows down. But the most important part of driving is between the two. Similarly is the case of life. Childhood is its beginning, old age is end, and teenage life is middle and most crucial. When something is at its crucial point in development, it needs all the attention and care possible. For example, when an apple tree is in its first years of bearing fruits, then the farmer's main concern is the protection of the apples. Using all sorts of pesticides to keep bacteria, fungus at bay, the farmer protects the apples, as he acknowledges the fact that if bacteria or worms penetrate these apples, then no one will buy them. Likewise, teenagers are such an important part of development that if they are left in the clubs and street as we see today, then no doubt they're open to bacteria, which will crawl all over them and infect them. The responsible powers of Western culture began this quest for the super spray to control the teen tree. What did they come up with? Intoxicants and women. Keep them busy with drugs, alcohol, and women. This super spray was designed to control the teen, but as we witness today, it is unsuccessful. The only super spray which is fit for this delicate age is Islam, the most moderate, natural, and cool religion. The first stage a teenager goes through is thinking his or her parents are against them. Ever heard your friends come up to you talking about their parents? My old man just can't keep a shut, yo. Nag, nag, nag. That's what it does, man. Come on, man. What do they know? They know what it's like living in the modern ages. They just think everyone's like them, yo. Ever heard those words come out of your own mouth? Or maybe from others? Sadly, these are the usual sentences people use to describe their parents. My dear brothers and sisters, it may seem that our parents are always nagging at us for whatever reason. But if it wasn't for our parents, then we would have never existed. Who was the one who stayed awake, worrying and caring for us all night? Who was the one who slaved all day so we could have the best clothes? Who was the one who forgave you 1,001 times? At the end of the day, these people you're about to explode upon are the actual cause of your existence in this world. There's no substitutes for parents. Cherish every single moment. Though at times they may not be the best of friends, they may not agree with our thoughts, they are our parents. They'll be there for us, to listen to our worries, our bragging, and frustrations. Once they're gone, only fond memories of the past and regret will be left. Another stage teenagers go through is friends. You'll see this in life. A good kid from a good background suddenly meets up with a guy that's into smoking. And usually within a couple of months, this good guy now becomes a smoker. It just can't be explained. But whoever you stay with will most certainly have an effect on you. Maulana Rumi rahmatullah alayhi has written a beautiful story regarding the effects of bad company. He writes, once there was a frog and a mouse who became friends. The friendship grew as the days and weeks passed until they could not bear the separation and would long to talk and meet each other in the hours of night when the frog would be deep below the water and the mouse in a quiet place in land. So the mouse at once came up with an idea. He said to the frog, "Why don't we tie a rope to our feet, and when you miss me at night, you can pull that rope. In that way, I'll come straight down to the river, and we can never feel that pain of separation." So this is what they did. It so happened that one day the mouse was walking, and a bird flew by. Seeing the mouse running here and there, the bird launched an attack. He scooped it up into his long claws and began to fly away with the mouse. But as he was also tied to the frog, the young frog felt himself being yanked up into the sky. The frog looked up and saw his fate. The mouse said, "Sorry, mate, you wanted to be my friend." From this, you can see the outcome of keeping friends so close to us that when they fall, they drag us down with them. So we should be very careful when it comes to picking our friends in the future. Looking around society today, we see many young youths who were once small and innocent children who playfully ran around in the parks or playgrounds or were held lovingly in the hands of the caring mothers. But sadly, the same individuals have now diverted and fallen into the trap of shaitan. In a world where we see disobedience, disrespect, and immorality, it seems very hard for young Muslim boys and girls to disconnect themselves from all the temptations around them. Yet, as the saying goes, where there's a will, there's a way. We have learned that between a nation of idol worshippers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made a noble and pure messenger emerge. He stood all alone against the evil practices and with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prevailed. Dear teenagers, your world is changing quicker now. Your choices are unfolding. The future lies within your grasp, a vital force worth moulding. Your course is not a simple one. Your task has not been set. You must avoid all the obstacles, steer clear of every threat. The pressures come from all over, examples good and bad. Be special for the company you keep, the friends you strengthen, add. Don't ever lose control and let the others steer your way. Your life's a gift for you to shape with an invincible force. Remember, some are wise, while there are some who are otherwise. Aim high, make us proud. You may seek all the answers, be content to find a few. Don't grow impatient with the world. Tomorrow's world is you. Amin wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.